Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. And if you didn't know, this week is finals and exam week, so if you don't know what that's like, it is completely draining already, even though it's just Monday. And so let's get this started. Alright, so this week's theme is quotes, and my favorite quote is definitely from Looking for Alaska, which is also just the most quotable book, and I just rave about it way too much. But it is indeed amazing. Although no one will ever accuse me of being much of a science student, one thing I learned from science classes is that energy is never created and never destroyed. And if Alaska took her own life, that is the hope I wish I could have given her. Forgetting her mother, failing her mother, and her friends and herself, those are all awful things. But she did not need to fold into herself and self-destruct. Those awful things are survivable, because we are as indestructible as we believe ourselves to be. When adults say, teenagers think they're invincible, with that sly, stupid smile on their faces, they don't know how right they are. We need never be hopeless, because we can never be irreparably broken. We think that we are invincible because we are. We cannot be born, and we cannot die. Like all energy, we can only change shapes, sizes, and manifestations. They forget that when they're old. They get scared of losing and failing. But that part of us, greater than the sum of our parts, cannot begin and cannot end, and so it cannot fail. So I know she forgives me, just as I forgive her. Thomas Edison's last words were, "It's very beautiful over there." I don't know where there is, but I believe it's somewhere, and I hope it's beautiful. This is definitely my favorite quote because it's got me through so many things. When my mom got cancer, I just kept thinking, we are as indestructible as we believe ourselves to be, and I would just say that over and over again. And it's also actually helped me on my chemistry final, which I just took, and the law of conservation of mass, well, that's what he talks about in here, so I nicknamed it the law of Pudge. And I don't know, it's such a realistic quote that you can apply to everyday life. And it doesn't really matter who you are or what you do. You can always apply this to your life, and it can help you get through some of the hardest things, because I know it has for me. Some other notable mentions of my favorite quotes are definitely, "We kill all of the caterpillars and complain that there are no butterflies," and John Green's quote, saying, "I notice you're a nerd," is like saying, "Hey, I notice that you'd rather be intelligent than stupid. You'd rather be thoughtful than vapid. And they believe that there are things that matter more than the arrest record of Lindsay Lohan." Yeah, why is that? And in fact, it seems that most contemporary insults are pretty lame. Even lame is pretty lame. Saying you're lame is like saying, "You walk with a limp." Yeah, whatever. I mean, 50 Cent walks with a limp, but he's done alright for himself. And that is all I have for you today. And Anya, I will see you tomorrow.